family. Welcome back to our channel. And my name remains Olubekowell. And together with me always is my amazing husband.
And my name is Enes Kua,
And together we are the
the
Cowell's
Cowboys
Lounge.
Lounge.
Okay, so today we are going to actually share with you what some of the things we actually talk about on what couples should do together in the year 2024. It's a new year, and it's something that we need to also start right as couples. Yeah.
Mm.
So we want to share with you what we have actually talked about, even within ourselves, and we feel that is something that you can actually learn
Yeah.
from. So we actually, compiled some points that we want to share with you. So we'll get started right away.
All right. So for me, the first key point I would like to drop for you guys,
Yeah.
wherever you're watching from, the first key point is prayer. A couple that prays stays together.
Yeah.
You guys bond more. So the emphasis here is, be intentional about your
Prayer
praying
life.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
The more you guys pray, the more you guys tend to get deeper with one another, knowing things, the purpose of which that marriage was actually created for. You understand? So, like I said, one of the key factor is you being intentional about your praying lifestyle this 2024.
Yeah, we need to actually pray together. You know, can two work together except they agree?
I agree.
You
Yeah.
have to actually agree. And your prayer life has to actually be very strong. It
So what do
is
we have?
very.
So what do we have on our number two list?
On our number two, we have talking together, like communicating with one another, which is actually very, very important.
Yeah.
It's, when I'm having something in my heart, it's not a wizard to actually see my inner thought. Of course, he can discern, but that is a special ability. But ability for me to be able to tell him what I'm thinking, what is wrong with me, how things are going on with me, is actually going to go a long way
We.
this year. Be able to communicate with one another.
All right. So like I said earlier on, that it still comes down to you being intentional
Intentional, yeah.
about whatever you want to do with your spouse. Yeah. I like to be more real, with everybody, with my viewers, with our subscribers. I just like to be real, and that's why we're keeping this channel as real as possible.
Yeah.
So the best thing that you could do as a couple is you sitting down to actually understand one another. Ability for you to be able to know that this is what I want you to know,
Yeah.
and this is what I also want you to know.
Okay.
So the more you actually communicate, the more you understand yourself better, and
Yeah.
the more you guys agree to do things in one accord.
Yeah, it's actually very, very important to talk together.
Mm.
It's very important. So I'll go to the next one.
Okay.
To the next one is hanging out together. You know, like like I pointed it out, like going out on a date.
Mm.
Hanging out doesn't mean you have to have all the whole money in the world.
Yeah.
Even at home, I think you can even hang out in your
Your
home.
home, yeah.
You just have to be intentional, like you said. Be intentional about what you want to do. If it's
Mm.
hanging out time, you can actually get snacks, sit down, watch movies,
Mm.
play games, dance together. What else do we do? We
You
watch
know, just have
movies.
fun.
Just make sure that you are having fun with one another.
Mm.
Make sure that you're hanging out, because the more you do this, the more you know one another better, and the more you relate better with one another.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that environment you guys want to, that environment you've always, thought about, you can create it in your home. You can create it anywhere you are. You can decide to say this weekend, I want to have a family time.
Yeah.
Next weekend, you just want to have time with your spouse.
Spouse.
It's not about the children being there all the time, but remember that those kids one day will leave
Okay.
your home. They will get married, they will settle down, and they'll go to their, maybe various countries, maybe where they're working, or them being on assignment, and just you and your spouse remaining in the house. So
True.
the earlier the better you actually start bonding together, having that fun, you know. So it's just good that you guys start having that fun. Anyhow it wants to be, but just make it fun.
Yeah, make it fun. Go on dates, cook together, dance together, do a whole lot of things
What
together.
what was those things that actually I actually brought the spark when you guys were actually cutting or dating? So remember all those
Yeah,
kind of things,
yeah,
bring
that
them
go
back,
back
bring them back. Lucky
to,
you if you've been doing it. Well, I celebrate you,
well,
brother. I celebrate you, sister. Anyhow, you guys want to just achieve your fun, just look for a way to create
to
it
create a
and
fun,
have that fun.
the one that is peculiar to you. So
Mm.
let's go to the next one.
Okay.
This one is actually, something that might not work for every couple,
Okay.
but we actually advise that if possible, you can actually make money together.
Please, what's that?
What's what?
What's that? That might not work for every couple. They need to hear.
Yeah, what I'm saying is they might not agree with this point of making money together. They
Okay.
might want to make their money
Oh,
separately.
we're talking about the money, money, money.
You might not want to make your money together. You might, because you probably don't have the same business. There was a time that he is saying, his business, my business is not his business, your business is not my business,
Because
kind of a
we were
thing.
actually not in the same field.
Yeah, we are not in the same field, so we understood that fact, and we actually try to create something that the two of us can do and actually make money together. We are making money also separately, but we are thinking that making money together too will actually help us grow. Yeah, as as a family, you help us grow even with one another. I know how it might not be everything, but I know to a large extent how it thinks when it comes to money, because of course my is an Igbo man, so when it comes to money, I know how. Well, when it comes to money, he knows how I actually handle it. He knows how I reason when it comes to money. So it's good you have some businesses
Yeah.
together so that you can discuss on how you make money,
Mm.
how you spend it, how you do a lot of things. But to a large extent, spend decide basically on how money comes in together. Because of course, before some people even got married, the man is already made,
Mm.
before. But either ways, if it doesn't work for you, fine. But to a large extent, try and do something together that brings in money. Yeah.
Like she just spoke right now about making money together.
Yeah.
Just look for that peculiar thing in your home that works for you as a family
Yeah.
in terms of finances.
Yeah.
Like you said, not everybody. You might not agree to this, but some people we agree definitely because sometimes the success of a family might actually come from when the two
Come
parties
together.
come together to actually make it work, and sometimes we might just think that family is going through a lot of difficulties and all that, not until when they start doing something
Together.
together, because that is actually the main purpose
That's where
in
the strength
marriage.
lies.
Definitely, that's where the strength
That's
lies.
where the strength lies.
Definitely. So if one person, now don't get me wrong, we have some people now, that some men that are actually, like you said,
They're doing
they are
well.
doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't even want their wives to work, and fine, we have all those kind of people. But if that's not your case, then you need to understand how your home works, or how your husband, how he's
True.
working, or how he's going to see that. Do you understand? But make sure everybody is actually getting to the point whereby they understand that this is a step we want to take, and we are being intentional
Yeah.
about the step. Do you understand? So for some people, and it's still going to have this issue might actually is it to get to a point whereby I know that it might be controversial, in the sense that it leads to the point whereby you say,
Must I
do
do it?
must I do it? Do I have to show my spouse how much I make, or and all
That
that?
one is another.
But I want you to understand something, that everybody's experience differs. Everybody's
True.
experience is actually different. Your own experience is different from my own experience. We have issues whereby husband has trusted money
The
into
wives.
their wives, and at the end of the day, they squandered it. We've had a
And
lot of
vice versa.
a lot of gist, or a lot of marriage broken, just because of mismanagement of
Appropriation of
funds.
funds. Yeah.
Do you understand? So it's vice versa. So just know what works for you
Yeah.
as a man and as a woman, and
And stay
stick.
with
Yeah,
it.
stay with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it could actually be a missing piece for a particular family. Do you
Yeah.
get? We might actually be talking to one family in particular. Maybe that's just a missing piece,
Mm.
to work together and and make it work. The
All right.
next one is healthy living. This year we don't have to be sick. A lot of sicknesses are caused because of the way your diet is, because of the
Yeah.
way you eat, because of the way you don't exercise
Mm.
and all of that. So it's actually very important you look into it this year.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, people used to ask, do we have food? It's only carbohydrates they can see, like rice, yam, bread, spaghetti, and all of those things. But try mixture of fruits, veggies,
Yeah.
and all of that. Eat a balanced diet and exercise. One of these days too, we might show you how we do aerobics. We've started, and it's not more of we want to lose weight. It's more of we want to stay fit, we want to stay healthy. Healthy living is actually very, 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 very important.
Very
So
important. Yeah.
do exercises. It might not be every day,
Yeah.
it could be maybe 3 times a week or something. You don't have to go to the gym. You
Mm.
can actually dance. You can, do aerobics, some certain moves and all of that. Please, by all means. We saw one man that lost weight in quotes by
Mm.
dancing casually to songs, and of course he watched what he was eating, and of course the story was not the same after like a
Yeah.
year and all of that. So it is very important we do that.
Yeah. So another thing, just be creative about everything you're doing when it comes to your health, because knowing fully well that what is actually important is that health is
Is
wealth.
well.
For you to actually go out and make that money, you need to be healthy, you need to
Yeah.
stay fit, you need to be mentally, stable,
Yeah.
and we have a whole lot of mental disorder, like in this dispensation, this generation,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people getting depressed and all
Mhm.
that. Just look for what works for you. Do you understand? If it's just, for example, some people are just like, they want to, they create fun out of nothing.
Yeah.
Some people create fun out of nothing. Some people, the best way they can stay healthy is just, them strolling. That's the time they have. When they come back from work, they take a stroll. Some people, it's by dancing. I was once a dancer. I'm still a dancer. But, due to some one or two circumstance and all of that, now marriage, there's a way marriage will change you and all of that. But like she said, we're actually still doing the best we can when it comes to dance aerobics and aerobics. We're still doing. So one of these days we'll be showing you one of our transformation videos, in terms of dance aerobics, how we get to stay fit, keep fit, and all of that. So health is wealth. So stay healthy.
And do it with fun, like create fun
Yeah,
around
be
it.
creative about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another point is reading together. One of the things we've also told ourselves this year is we are going to read together. And on this channel, we are going to do a lot of reviews of
Mm,
what we are going to be reading, even if
mm,
it's one or two books. Yes, we are going to read together to make ourselves better, to be informed, to be knowledgeable about things around us, finances, yeah, self-development, self-worth, a lot of things we need to actually work on
yeah.
as a couple, yeah.
Mm,
But reading together is very, very key. You read together and we review. So on this channel, please stay tuned. You will be seeing more of the book reviews. It could be movies. It could be
mm,
something we will learn from movies and all of that. We'll bring it to your notice.
yeah.
Yeah. So reading together is actually very, very, very
Yeah.
important.
Everybody has knowledge. Everybody has this ability that that God has given to everybody. Do you understand? So everybody's unique in their own ways. But one key factor is you learning, because knowledge is key and
Yeah.
knowledge is power.
Oh,
So you need, what is making you, or what is stopping you from making $1,000 is because you don't have the knowledge, or you don't have the information somebody else has. So that person has taken it his or her own time to read a particular book or surf the internet and all that, and you are sleeping on your bed, surfing, doing Netflix and chills. But trust me, I'm not saying you can't get one or two from Netflix or whatever. You can, but it's key that you pick up a book and read and create fun out
around it.
around it and out of
Yeah.
it, because I've come to realize that what is fun to me might actually be boring to you.
Yeah.
But if you create fun out of it,
Yeah.
like it becomes interesting to you later on.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what is happening right now. So if you know that maybe, for example, reading is not your thing, try to look for an accountability partner,
Yeah.
because your spouse might not even be.
Okay, another thing that actually came to mind is if one person is not a reader like that, they
Mm,
can actually share the reading. Like we can actually decide to say, okay, chapter one, we are doing chapter one today. Let's read it out together. When
okay.
I'm tired, you read. When do you get? It's
Okay.
actually about
Okay.
being creative
Okay.
about it.
So what happened to that partner that doesn't want to read?
I'm sure there is no one.
Anyway, just look for a way around it.
There is no one that wouldn't want to read when fun is created around it. Actually, that's what I'm saying. And of course, you will want to hear if you don't want to read.
Mm.
If I read to you, won't you want to hear?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, exactly. So if I'm somebody that loves to read, why can't I read it out for my spouse? Do you
Okay.
get? So that's the way you actually create something around it. But just look for what works for
Anyway,
you.
what we're just saying basically here is just that
Be
be
empowered.
empowered. Yeah,
Yeah,
have the knowledge, have the
be
information,
empowered.
and like we said earlier on,
Mm.
both of you need to agree for you to actually make the very best
And
out
be
of and be
intentional.
intentional. That intentionality is actually the key factor here, because if you're not intentional about things, you just have this nonchalant attitude about something, but you just have to be very, very
Intentional.
intentional.
And the last thing we're going to be talking about on today's, topic, of
Mm,
course, it's not the last thing that you can actually do together,
yeah.
but the last thing we're going to be talking about on this channel is equally as important as the first thing we talked about,
Hmm.
which is prayer and is love making. Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to do more of it this year. More of it. If last year you can count the number of times you actually, give yourself like community service for to yourself, you need to to review it. You need to review it. There is something called compromise, and I've actually enjoyed it a lot. There is something called because the truth is, it's possible that one person's libido is higher and one person's libido is lower, and because of that, you can't now starve your partner, or maybe deprive yourselves of enjoying good sex. Yeah, but there is a way you can actually go around it, but don't deprive yourselves. Please do more of it this year. Talk about it.
Mm,
That's where communication actually comes in.
mm,
Talk about it. There are a lot of things to talk about. Okay, I don't enjoy it. I don't like it. I don't like the way you do. I don't talk about it. And of course, we work on it.
mm.
It's not as if I'm telling you what I like and you're
Yeah.
telling me no, there is nothing you can do about it. No,
Yeah.
there is actually something you can do about it. It's not all about you.
Mm,
It's not all about you. It's all about the both of you.
yeah.
Yeah. So we want you to enjoy this activity. Yeah.
All right. So one thing again, if you feel it's a problem talking about it, what I can just tell you, me, I don't advise. I only rant. So one thing I'm gonna rant to you right now is maybe you guys go see a sex therapist,
Mm.
or yeah,
A
sex therapist or a
counselor.
counselor or something. You guys be able to share, your experience. I'm so sure maybe some people had bad experience,
Mm.
and it wasn't pleasurable to them. It wasn't at all. But like I said from the beginning, you just need to be intentional about it. The more you're being intentional about it, and when let's say the man talks about it and the woman doesn't want to talk about it, like I said, just go see a sex therapist. That's all I can say. But try to have that more this year.
But my own opinion is the best person to talk to about it is your spouse, because of course it's just the two of you that is going to have it. Do you get what I'm
That's why I
saying?
said. That's why I said. We from this side of the world where we stay, most people would want to, talk about it more to
Mm.
each other.
Yeah.
But on some other part of the world, yeah, they do more of then any slight mistake,
hidden.
it's hidden. Then any slight mistake, they tend to take it to a sex therapist. This is what we are going to. This is what we are facing and all that. But ability for you guys to be able to be matured about it, makes you guys a great couple. That's just the truth.
And it's been said again and again that one of the things that breaks a home, one of it, is actually what we are talking
One
about
of
right
the
now.
major things.
One of the major things is actually what we're talking about right now. So it's actually worth the while if you can actually work on it. There are no perfect couple out there.
Yeah,
It's actually, being able to work
yeah.
together and make it work.
So you guys don't forget about this social media couple things that you guys see out there. Trust me, people are actually having differences in their homes. They're
Yeah.
having issues in their home,
Mm,
and what you see, if some people tell you what is behind the scenes, like you won't believe.
true.
Some people are women beater, and at the end of the day, they're
True.
coming out, just
Like a saint.
like a saint and all that.
Yeah.
And some women to abuse it, they do abuse the husband, and all of that. So guys, please just have it in mind that no marriage has the same blueprint.
Yeah.
No marriage has the same blueprint. Try to be creative with your own marriage, try to be creative with your own relationship with your spouse, and make the very best out of it. Trust me, you would always come out, or come out with a testimony.
Yeah, and so if you have any comments, any questions, please put it in the comments, comment below, and we will try as our best to make sure that your
Yeah,
questions are being answered to the best of
yeah.
our ability, to the best of our knowledge. And
Mm.
also, please like, share,
And smash
and of
that
course,
button.
subscribe, and of course click on that notification bell
Yeah.
icon so that when we bring another video, you'll be the first to be notified. Till we see you in our next video. This is the
The
Cowell's
Cowell's
Lounge. So see
Lounge.
you next time.